In the interest of this build, this is going to be Shore Lark runabout, 27-inch runabout, part 3. This is our little 13-foot runabout reproduction, 1950s or 60s model, this one. Anyways, we've taken it to a little further step. We've got the framing built. We've started putting the pieces together. We've shimmed them all so the sections are all strong enough, and the transom was nailed, spiked, one little nail, pin nail, and glued. So everything is in place, secured. If you look down the upper decks, you'll see that it's pretty flat. It's not too bad. It's pretty square, very square. The other thing I've started to do is I've started to reinforce the sides as well. I've taken 1-inch strips and I've started running them and gluing them. I measured the center measurement, and then I made 2 pieces and then put 1 to each side, so it kept it square. And again, measured the center, 1 to each side, center, 1 to each side. Later on, I can work into cutting sections out to accommodate platforms for electronics and for drive lines. The bow section has been shaved down to accommodate the bends I'm going to need for the bow itself. It's going to have to be a reasonable slope, so I had to do a little bit of work with that to get it to the point where I needed to make it more accommodating for water. And also, now this is the other thing too, is you've got 2 different options for doing decking on this boat itself. If you want to do the outer hull, if you want to do it in sections, you can do it either one in 4 sections total, where you've got, I'll show you here, you've got this here. We'll turn the boat around this way here, it'll make it easier for demonstration purposes. Now I've gone to the trouble of showing or cutting just for showing demonstration purposes. If you take a piece of cardboard and you cut it to fit, you cut it to length for your boat, you can accommodate all the chines that it requires just by drawing it in by freehand. Now this one here, I might have to do a second one just to make it accommodate that piece there, and little bends at the bow, but it would work out, no problem. So I've got 1 piece. Now if I used 1 piece, I flip it over, it's mirrored for the other side. Okay, so I've got 2 sections. Now I can make sure that it's square. And then I just have to cut a section for the outer hull itself, for the sides, port and starboard, and it would accommodate the chines for that, the bends as well. Now it's only 1 bend right here all the way down, so the measurements would be easy. Again, the stern is higher than the bow is higher than the stern, and the stern is measured up a little bit taller to accommodate a little bit of give in the platform that I'm going to require for the upper decks, because again, I'm doing a flat top. I want to try to seal this thing up and keep it watertight. Now that's one way of going if you're going to do it with the single piece. I myself, I'm going to go with strips. Okay, I used 1-inch strips for the sides for reinforcements. These here are going to be 1/2-inch strips, and they're going to run from the stern to the bow all the way up, and then I'm going to cut them. I'll try to cut them as when I get to the bow, I'll try to cut them to conform to the bow itself, so it follows the lines that I require for the strips that are going to be going on the sides as well, port and starboard. Now this is the key, is you got to get the first one in position. It's got to be perfectly in position to set the stage for the rest of them. If this one isn't square, all the others are going to be off. So make sure you get the first strip set perfect. if you need 10 miles of tape to set it in position and 50 tacks, do it that way, just to make sure it sets in position. Okay, so yeah, I've got one strip in position. I've got another strip on standby. This one's going to accommodate this side. So when I'm ready, I'll be able to work this piece into position. And then get that one in. Now, again, this is a labor of love. This isn't going to be done in 2 days. This is probably going to take me 2 weeks to do maybe just the bottom. But that's okay though. It's winter time, whatever. So yeah, thanks for watching, and hope that helps out. Give you a little bit more in the near future. Give you some idea of some of the diagrams again. What I'm working with. Real simple demonstration. Alright, I'll see you next time, folks. Again, part 3. This is BC Killick signing off. Bye for now.